Welcome back everybody, my name is Junior. Thank you for watching my channel. I'm Used Jester. Today we're going to review McFarlane's The Riddler from his DC Multiverse 7-inch line. Now this Riddler is the iconic look that I've been looking for in this line. This is the Riddler that I grew up on. This is the Super Friends Riddler. And I love that show, I really do. I think that's the very first time I ever got introduced to the DC universe and just basically started from there. So this is it for me, guys. This is what I want to see. Um, I know there's there's a variant out there that doesn't have all the Riddlers on the costume, and I know it has the one that has the pupils in the eyes, but I prefer this look more. Not the eyes, but more. This costume is more vibrant green. The other one's duller green. Um, but yeah, this is the one I prefer. Now, let's see. This head sculpt. I love this head sculpt. Let me just, sorry about the noise, and let me just move this around here. This is so reminiscent of the Super Friends Riddler because in that animation, almost all the males look just like a variant of Superman. The hairstyle, more specifically. That's the hairstyle that you'll see on all the male heroes out there. And it almost has the spit curl of Superman, right? Now, I don't remember if in the cartoons he had pupils in his eyes, if it was whited out, or if it has the numerous Riddlers in the costume, or question marks in the costume. But I see this figure and I immediately jump into the Super Friends. So I love this figure. I'm not gonna go into the articulation of the figure. This is basically the same body that Booster Gold and the Blue Beetle uses. So I really do love the proportions of this figure. I feel like the only one that trumps the proportion of this figure is the new Nightfall Batman. But I just love the classic look of this thing. This is an A plus for me figure. It's 1995. Can you believe that? Um, the best thing about this figure, aside from the cane, is that it comes with. Hold on a second. There's so many, it's hard for me to pick up. It comes with all these extra hands. There's like a total of 8 hands with this 1995 figure. And to make it better is that these hands, they're very individual in their gestures. They're completely different from one another. It has this regular, maybe gripping hands for guns or weapons. It comes with this hands for, I don't know, shooting, fake shooting with his hands gesture. Comes with this loose hand, loose open hand. Comes with an thumbs up hands. I love that. Thumbs up. And then it comes with the 2 closed fisted hands. The regular hands that you'll sometimes see come with his figures. And of course the very soft pliable cane. 1995, guys. I love it. The value for this particular figure is very high. For this figure, for $24.95, I would have been ecstatic if Todd had given us these 2 hands and the close-fisted hands. And even without a Build-A-Figure. Because I really do want the option of changing out the hands to a close-fisted one. Just for regular posing. So this figure is an A++ for me. Compared to the value that you would usually get on a Marvel figure from Hasbro, even though it's pinless. It's also reused. It's only coming with the gun and the knife and the shield. This one's $24.95. Okay. Compared to this figure, the collector line, The Platinum Edition, Alan Scott. It's also a new character, but it's $29.95. It only came with these two hands, this lantern, which is not even properly painted, and an effect, and a display holder for the card, which I don't even use. I don't know where it is, but this is $29.95. This is a poor value, made by the same company, made by the same toy brand, toy licensing. Doesn't make sense to me. This is a bad value. So much so that now I'm gonna be cherry picking what I'm gonna get from McFarlane. I'm not gonna get any of his page punchers. That's not the style I'm going for. This is the style I'm going for. The nostalgic, iconic look for my DC characters. I bought this one because it's the first time we had Alan Scott. I bought the Superman Action Comics one because it's the first time. And this was the first time this collector line was introduced. And without even looking at the price, without even considering the price, it was an instant buy for me because it's an Alan Scott Green Lantern, and I really wanted it. And I really wanted the Superman figure because it's the first time we've had Action Comics. Even it's mostly reused. I don't even see the reuse in that body. All I see is the face, which is what I wanted. And I know, and you guys saw my custom fix on that one. Okay, so I wasn't even looking at the price consideration. It wasn't until later that I finally regained my senses, and I said $29.95, and all I'm getting is this. It doesn't make sense to me, and the whole thing just made it much more questionable when this came in, because this one came first and this one just came in right now. So I've had this for almost a month now, and this one came in, and it's coming with 8 hands, and it's $19.95, guys. $19.95. Todd, what are you thinking of? How did you let this thing pass? How could you do this? Because right now I'm so conflicted with this company. So much so that I'm not gonna. He's offering the Hawkman, which is the first time he's offered it, but it's not the costume I want, and it's only coming with a pair of hands. $29.95. I'm not gonna get it. The Sinestro, that's the Sinestro I want. It's the modern take of Sinestro's costume, but I'm not gonna get it. Is the first Sinestro in this line. I have the DC Direct Sinestro stand-in, and on my shelves, that's good enough for me. I'm not gonna buy your $29.95. I'm gonna let it go down the drain until it goes on sale for, I don't know, $19.95, which is what it should have been. So I'm not going to support that. I did purchase the Firestorm after thinking a lot about it, because $29.95, it's actually a pretty high price for me right now, because let me tell you guys, $29.95. Not particularly about this figure, but more towards the G.I. Joe line of Hasbro. It comes with so many accessories for $24.95. I can't remember how much I paid for this one. This is Wetsuit. Is it Wetsuit? Yes. And it's $24.95. The G.I. Joe Classified series, which is now going back to a more classic cartoon look, has a lot more accessories in it, and I feel that the value is there for $24.95. But if you're asking me $29.95 for this, even with the 8 hands, that's kind of stretching it. The Firestorm is kind of stretching it, but I'll pay it because it's the first time we've had that. If you charge me a Batman figure that we've had multiple versions of at $29.95, even with these multiple hands, I'm not gonna buy it. It's just not. The value in that one is just gotten rock bottom. I'm not gonna support something like that. So at this point, I'm gonna buy what I want to buy from the McFarlane figures. if I get a figure like this one again, where it's hitting all the nostalgic feel for me, regardless of the reuse of the body, regardless of its pinless, if the face sculpt is there, the basic paint is there. If you give me two pairs of hands for $19.95, and it's the look that I want, it's gonna be an instant buy for me. For a figure like this, I can't. I'm not gonna do that anymore. This is the last figure I'm gonna buy at $29.95 from McFarlane. If all it has is one pair of hands, an accessory, and all that, that's ridiculous. I can't support that. Even if it is some sort of a Superman figure, that's the last one I'm gonna buy. At this point, if he offers any more of that stuff at $29.95, I will wait until it goes on sale. I'll risk it. Things are getting expensive out there now, folks. 30 bucks, that's basically 3 figures. It's $100. $100 is a lot of money. I pretty much hit my limit at that point. So we're gonna take this out of the picture, which is basically what it is, and we're gonna concentrate on the Riddler right now. What a great value! 8 hands, an accessory, a stand, a card. That's all I need. In fact, all I needed was basically the basic figure, a pair of hands, and a close-fisted hand. That's all I need. Perfect. $19.95. This is a bonus. These are like, I can't even believe you did that. So, $19.95, the Riddler. What an awesome value, McFarlane. Please check your prices. Make me buy your figure again. Your figures. Make me buy them again. It's all about the prices. Thank you for watching. I hope I see you again in my next review. Adios.